Hi friends! So today I am here with a very exciting video. I will be setting up my binder for GFriend. So I have decided to collect GFriend to OT6. There are 6 members, but not every version of every album, just one OT6 set per album. So let's get started. So skip through 17 and Luna. Okay, so since GFriend has 6 members, I decided to make fillers because it'll be like the 6 members and then the 3 will be blank on the bottom. So I thought this would look really cute. That's a 17 one, lol. And I also have fillers for cards I don't have yet, which you will also be putting in. So, and I do actually have a bunch of cards already, which is kind of exciting. So we will just get started. So I'm also not starting from their first album. So the first album I'm starting with is 2018, so it's Time for the Moon Night. I've always thought it is Time for the Moon Light. It is not. So I will, did I put these in wrong? No, this should, yeah, okay. So we put the fillers at the bottom. So to make these fillers, I watched a bunch of videos from other YouTubers like Wanhaid and Honeydew Mochi. And I have one card for this. So I have a Yuju. Yuju is my bias. So that's very exciting. So I just made these fillers because then I can reuse them and just take the little piece of paper off to try and save some space, save some paper. But yeah, so I have always listened to GFriend's title tracks since I got into K-pop. Like, I was obsessed with Me Gusta 2 when it came out, but I had never really actually learned their names or anything. I knew their dances are so hard. So Yuju goes right here. And I just, when Apple came out this year, I just became so obsessed with them. And then they did Mago and I was just like, oh my gosh. So now I am fully in love with GFriend. They are one of my favorite girl groups ever. So yeah, that is what a page will look like. And it's very exciting for the next album because I have a full set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I went pretty crazy when I started this whole thing, and now I am definitely slowing down and trying to find good deals on photo cards because I'm actually not collecting albums, I'm just collecting the photo cards. So we have Sowon, and Unha. The Unha card is just the cutest thing to ever exist. Hers is one of my favorites. And Yuju. And Cindy's is also so adorable. And Umji. So this is a full completed page. And I really do like the fillers at the bottom. I think it looks cute. So we will move on to Time for Us. So I have these 2. I have this beautiful Sowon and this Yuju. So Yuju is my bias, and unfortunately she doesn't really do a lot in some of her photo cards. So this card is one of her limited photo cards, so it's a little pricier, but I ended up getting it just because she barely moves in her photo cards and I wanted a little more variety. So she's the Vernon of GFriend. But basically how I decided to do OT6 was I have a very solid 3-person bias line, and that's already half the group, and so I wanted kind of what I do with 17, where I was oh, I'll just pick one card for each comeback, and I'll just like get that for each of like my bias sign, which is Sowon, Yuju, and Eunha. And then at some level I was just like, well, like I like the other three a lot too, so why not just like go all in. But yes, and again, I'm only doing one set per album starting in 2018. I think it's very manageable for me. So my phone cut out and I'm really annoyed, but I finished setting up my Phoebe season page. So now we will move on to Labyrinth. So Labyrinth, I don't have any of the cards. I also don't remember what I was talking about before my phone cut out, but I will talk a little bit about Photocard collecting for me personally. So GFriend is actually the first group where I've kind of had like actual fun photocard collecting, which is very exciting. But I do collect others, as you might have seen in my making my binder video. I also collect 17 and Luna, and those collections are a little more stressful for me personally for a few different reasons. One being that, of course, a lot of my biases are the most popular members. Mingyu from 17 is definitely the most popular member, and Eve from Luna is also one of the more popular members. And so I just don't really find it that fun. It's really stressful for me. It's hard to find their cards. They're really expensive when you find them. Like, trading is just like so hard. And then an added layer for 17 is that, so Mingyu and Wanu are pretty hard to find. Vernon is not at all. So I could basically have a full Vernon collection if I wanted, which I don't. But it is just really frustrating because I'll like find a Vernon card for cheap, be like, oh, I really want that, like he looks so good, but then I'm like, well, if you want that, then you're gonna have to go try and track down like a Mingyu and a Wanu from the same version, which will take you forever. And so it just doesn't, in the words of Marie Kondo, it doesn't spark joy for me personally. But collecting GFriend is so fun for me. I am having a great time, and it's just really chill for me. So I have a Sinbi on the way, so I'm just gonna use that as a placeholder. This is a pre-order card, but it's just really fun and like relaxing kind of. And I like finally understand what my friends talk about when they say that collecting is fun, because I'm just like, no, like I don't understand, like it's not fun, it's like so frustrating and hard. But like now I'm like, yeah, this is so fun, like searching the tags and like trying to find like cards I like. And I think especially since I do like only one set per album, I say this as I'm gonna set up another one for this album, is really fun and really nice. So I'm having a great time. I now understand why my friends think collecting is fun, and I don't know what I'm gonna do about my Luna and 17 collections. I don't know if I'll like keep trying to keep up with them for their newer albums and stuff. Haven't decided, but that'll be a future video. But I just said I only do one per album. So I don't tend to buy albums. A lot of these cards I've just gotten off of people, but I did buy, well, Pergus Night, because I got it signed. It's so unsigned, it's so exciting. But I pulled these two cards, and I initially was definitely gonna do the colorful concept, but then I also pulled this one, and I don't think I can part with her. I'm not sure what I'll do yet. I'm definitely collecting the colorful one. I might just make this like a freebie page of just like a bunch of different things that I have that aren't part of like complete collections, because I think that would be nice. Because this, like, I'm not gonna get all their business cards and stuff, because I love this Unha, but like the other girls, I don't love their businesswoman concept as much. So we'll see what I end up doing about that. But that is all. So we can flip through from the start. And yeah, so starting with 2018, Time for the Moon Night, not Time for the Moonlight, as I thought for a while. And then Sunny Summer, my complete collection with this super cute little hat. But I think it is really fun collecting just one OT6 set per album because I can be really picky about what cards I like, because that's kind of one of my things with Photocard collecting is like, I personally don't want a complete collection because a lot of the cards I'm just like, I don't really like it. I don't think, like, obviously they're good in all photos, that's not what I'm saying, but it's just like, I'm just like, you know, I don't really want that one. Especially for certain members like Yuju and Vernon, they don't really do a lot of variety in their poses and stuff, so like I have no drive to collect all their photo cards because like Vernon's like literally so many of his look the same, and same with Yuju, like she doesn't really move that much. So I like doing this because I get to be really picky and just like pick my absolute favorite cards. And it's also nice because that kind of gives me that space to be like, oh, someone is selling this like Time for Sowon, but like it's really not my favorite, so I'm not gonna get it, and like making that conscious choice. So it feels really good. For me personally, I am never like shitting on collectors or anything. If you want a big collection and you collect everything, you are awesome. Go off. Live your best life. I'm just talking about what I do and how I do things, and that is not in any way shitting on how anyone else does anything. I just explain my personal thought process and my personal philosophy of collecting, which is my personal opinion. Anyways, so Time for Us. I love these. These are lyric posters that they released for their album, and they're so pretty. And then Fever Season, Labyrinth. I don't have any of these yet. And then definitely my favorite, I am just missing this Sowon. I have a very specific one that I want, so I will be on the lookout for her whenever I can find her for a good deal. But it's her in this outfit, and she's doing like a little peace sign. She's so pretty. So I picked all of these from this kind of concept, except for Yuju, who's in her like witchy vibes, and Cindy's in this flower crown actually for the actual one I'm getting. But just like beautiful. And then again for Walpurgis Night, haven't decided what I'm doing. I do have a Cindy on the way in this concept. I don't think I'm gonna collect the businesswoman one just because the other photo cards are so generic, but I also don't think I'm getting rid of this ever because she looks so good. So I'll probably make this just like a fun special page of a bunch of different things. So yeah, that was my GFriend collection. Thank you so much for watching. I am hoping to do a little more regular photo card updating my binder videos. Not right now because I'm currently taking a break from buying photo cards for about a month, but once I go back to, well, I mean, I have a few photo cards on the way, but once I go back to buying photo cards more regularly, I will hopefully have some more videos about that. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below if you also stand GFriend, who's your bias, because I love talking about GFriend. So yeah, I hope you have a magical day, and thank you so much for watching, and stand GFriend. Bye!